3 days, at 3 incredible venues, Nairobi came together for the second edition of the Sawa Festival. So what is the Sawa Festival all about? What does Sawa mean?
I don't know what the festival was. I don't know where they came up with that name.
Sawa means okay.
The festival is just one of those things where we try to bring international artists in contact with Kenyan artists to make sure there is mutual understanding, mutual interest, there is influence from one to the other, and the local artists are very pleased with the exposure. So it's all about marketing them, helping them.
Sawa is like the vibe in Nairobi. I'm cool.
The event itself is good. It's Sawa.
It's okay.
Yani sawa. Mambo sa?
Phew, the inspiration is just to organize something of a magnitude that no one has done before. And also show everyone that it's very possible in Kenya to do that. And we also hope that people outside Sarakasi's scope but still within the industry learn from this and you know, pull themselves up by it, bring audiences together, bring cultures together. And I think this year that's even more important, seeing what happened in December after the elections, that people have to come together as one.
Because it's Sawa, huh?
Because just a festival. That's the name that we are using.
Because it's Sawa.
Sawa is a way of asserting something good.
It means alright. It's alright.
Why Sawa? I mean, it's it's gonna be okay. Sawa means it's gonna be fine. We started the Sawa Festival because we at Sarakasi really wanted to give Kenyan artists a platform. You know, the really good Kenyan artists that often don't get to perform in front of large audiences, their widest possible public. You know, a lot of people don't get to see how good the talent that we have in Kenya is.
Festivals of this magnitude don't just happen. They require sponsors, management teams, technical teams, volunteers, and lots of late nights. Of course, processes like these are not without their hiccups.
Madness, sheer madness.
I cannot talk to you. I'm having a big concert in the stadium and I'm about to go and sound check.
Mario, what's the name of the group again? Part what?
Today we're having a Sawa Festival. You don't hear about that in New York or wherever you are?
Being the money person, we are running out of cash. We need more money. A lot of money to finish the property.
We got like 3, 4, 5 explosions and all the lights started shaking. And there was a lot of smoke and a lot of smell, and I had to run down the stairs and I couldn't see anything anymore.
There is what we call overall. So the issue of the shot here was the overall.
I just have to be in good shape for the day. I don't want to have a nervous breakdown.
We're a little late on the VIP invitations, and we don't know whether the main venue for the opening event is going to be fully constructed in time.
No. So far, me on my department, I don't think there is any problem. Everything is okay. Very much on time.
Are these guys still working or have they gone?
We don't have concrete. That's the problem.
Man,
Yeah,
that is not on.
that's not on at all.
I'm not sad. I'm excited, but it doesn't show because I'm a bit worked out. She's sad.
Hello. 30th. What's it? 21st? I think 9 days. No, 8 days actually. Today's 22nd? Yeah. Oh my God.
We have to make sure everybody comes in with all their limbs and leaves with all their limbs. Yeah.
I organized a press release, I think. I got wristbands done, toilets.
Toilets! Just kidding.
Actually, I don't remember what I did.
How many points do you want? How many selling points do you want?
I want to look better that day. Yeah. So if I have to go back to the salon and do my hair again,
I need to know from you. That's what I'm telling you. Listen. We're telling you. Yes. We're telling you. Okay. Let me tell you. Okay? Yeah.
And as you can see, I think there's some tensions unresolved.
Multitasking, I guess. Juggling 20 balls. Taking on the way it comes and deal with it.
Walkway to the toilets, floor to the toilets, ringing of the sound.
Wrong? Nothing's going wrong. Ain't nothing going wrong. We are on it.
Some painting jobs, some cementing jobs, a window in the kitchen of the bar.
Last year there were 2 stages, this year there are 4 stages.
Painting on the rooftop, balustrade on the rooftop. You want to go on?
Today we just got to hear that we may not be allowed, we may not get the permit.
I see that the 2 green gates there are closed. Can someone open them so the audience can come in easier? You cannot hang around and do filming with those guys.
Yeah.
No, but I just want to make it clear.
Yeah.
You got it? You got it!
We are going to have a blast in 6 days. I'm so sure about that.
It's beginning to become magical.
When all is said and done, the stress, the tears, the sleepless nights are all worth it for a memorable weekend of fantastic music.
A message to the Sawa People Music Festival. I would say, guys, this is beautiful what you have done for your country. This is great for us also, for bringing us together.
Sawa Festival. It's beautiful because the organization has gathered all the people from different countries. Our music is a traditional music, in a classical music. We play the music with our heart and the mind. We don't play the written music.
Being able to do something like this, bringing international acts, but also making sure that you feature, the Kenyan acts, I think is a huge thing for the industry. Just the exposure of being able to share a stage with someone like Baba Mal and stuff like that.
Organize also meetings where when people who get to be very famous and important like musicians can come to their fans and talk to them because they think that they are their friends and they feel that they are their friends. They can't give them good advices, and we have to use this opportunity to talk about these important issues to the young generation.
this is very important because it's actually putting us on the stage for them to see. Secondly, it's putting on the world market. You know, people start seeing that there's actually some international music being projected from Kenya. Third, it's put money in the pocket of the artist, you know, and that's great.
We are happy about it. Thank you, Sawa and Sarakasi.
Yes, Sawa! He's blessed.
First gig in Africa, but we had to come to Kenya first. Uru. I think this might be my biggest concert.
Words of upliftment, the message of Haile Selassie, Rastafari, that's what we bring. And that's a universal message because everybody wants peace, everybody wants to be loved. So that's what we can offer. So we feel that this festival is a great opportunity to project that, you know, positiveness.
Brilliant. That's the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life. That was a breakthrough. I feel so honored. I'm so grateful. It's a dream come true. Yeah, I would like to perform with them many other places. Yeah, I look forward to maybe a tour. Yeah, but there's been a drought for performances, shows. Things just went missing. No one is sponsoring anymore. No corporate involvement. So it's such a great thing that, you know what guys are saying? It's Christmas Day.
It's very important that this continues because you feel the excitement and the pleasure in the audience. Thank you. We'll be back. You will see us again. Right here.
This year's Sawa Festival was of particular importance for the Sarakasi Trust as it was kicked off by the opening of their new building, the Sarakasi Dome. The dome was transformed from a derelict and abandoned cinema hall into what is now the leading center for the performing arts in the region. Beyond the excitement and energy of world-class musical entertainment, the Sawa Festival is performing important functions in the music industry and in Kenyan society. One of the underlying motivations for the festival is a belief in the importance of culture for development.
I believe that culture is a condition that if it's not properly met, development cannot take place. It's for me that crucial. If a country ignores its culture, it can never really develop.
Things like music and art and dance and other creative forms are what help to connect the public consciousness to one another platform through which creative people can speak to us about imagining what we want to be as Kenya and who we want to be as Kenyans, which empowers and drives people to become the actioners in their life. That's not even a real word, but the doers in their world and in their lives. And it gives them higher ideals to focus on and a broader sense of how things can be.
Providing platforms for local artists to perform alongside international acts is a unique feature of this festival.
Music is like a big market now. Big market, everyone goes with his own identity, his own personality.
If local artists share the stage with international artists, that gives them profile, which is good for the outside world.
And this is what's going to give them a door into the music scene. I think to encourage them to stand up and to know that they have a chance, because they can be connected between themselves all over the continent.
Another essential function of the Sawa Festival is building audiences for local and international talent.
People don't have a very strong festival-going culture in Kenya. It's not very well established, and so people don't know what they're missing. You can put on a concert, and many people have done so, and have a very low turnout, even with a very good act.
One of the principles of Sarakasi is audience building. We certainly want to try to attract as many people as we can. The whole issue of having a free concert is part of that concept, but also to make it basically as attractive as possible with international artists, very many local and African artists in particular, and offering children activities, offering possibilities for eating and drinking.
Even though it's free, people who come from Kawangware still have to take the matatu, you know, with the whole family, have to buy themselves a soda, maybe a hot dog, whatever they eat. So it's still an investment. And of course we've had some criticism about it, that people say, hey, you know, people only understand the value of what you give them when they have to pay an entrance fee. I think that's arguable, because I'm not sure. People still have to pay for it. People still have to, you know, pencil in the agenda, still come, make an effort to come, still spend money to come, spend money here, and be willing to see this and to experience this.
Walk along, wherever I lay my head, you will find my home.
Ultimately, the sustainability of culture depends on the growth of the industry. The Sawa Festival is blazing trails in cultural entrepreneurship.
With the festival, of course, we're trying to build up that whole scene as well. We're all trying to help the cultural scene in Kenya and make something like cultural entrepreneurship work in this part of the world.
But they are one of the few who really show that cultural entrepreneurship is not a objective.